Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the SIDI Gavia Gore-Tex boots available at RevZilla.com. So on the table in front of me, we've got the Gavia Gore-Tex. This is a new offering from SIDI. This is for you touring riders out there that are looking for Gore-Tex as well as protection baked into one boot. And what's really unique about this is that we're seeing this premium offering from SIDI coming in around the $250 price point. This is going to be one of the more affordable Gore-Tex options that we're going to have available here at RevZilla. So if you're looking at getting into Gore-Tex without breaking the bank, this is going to be one to consider for you touring riders out there looking for a taller height boot to ride throughout all months of the year. The nice thing about Gore-Tex, remember, is that it helps to wick sweat away, and you combine that with the cambrel lining that we're seeing in this boot, and it really is a comfortable boot to ride even into the warmer months of the year. Now, sizing first and foremost with this. Sizes are going to range from 40 up to 48, and those are European sizes. When I used SIDI's size chart, I'm typically a 12 to a 12.5 in American boots. That put me in a 47 in SIDI's size chart. I put the 47 on, it fit me spot on. So we're going to say that these are going to fit true to size. If you're using the size chart, you should have no surprises there. One color is available, and that is the black version that you see here on the table in front of me. If you're not familiar with SIDI, SIDI is going to be a premium European brand. Maybe you're from the bicycling world and you know that they make premium bicycling shoes as well. Here at RevZilla, we know them for their premium footwear for motorcyclists. And like I said, the Gavia Gore-Tex are going to come in around that $250 price point. And really the story here is you're getting a full Gore-Tex boot, you're getting reinforcements in the toe, the heel, you're getting ankle cups on this, you're getting a boot that's going to give you protection from both, an impact as well as the elements. Now, if you want to take a step up from the Gavia, you'd be looking at something like the Tour Gore-Tex rather. Now, the Tour is going to give you full leather construction, and you're also going to get a lug sole as opposed to the molded sole that you're seeing with the Gavia. So breaking this down, like I said, with the Tour, you're going up to that full leather, so that means that the construction on this is going to be a synthetic leather. Quick note, if you've never used synthetic leather before, it doesn't break in the way traditional leather does. So it really gets back to that point that we were talking about earlier with sizing. It becomes really important to make sure that the boot is going to fit you spot on out of the box, because a lot of times you put on a regular leather boot, it breaks in, it kind of molds itself to your foot. You're not going to have that happen with synthetic leather. It holds its shape throughout the history of you owning the boot. So just keep that in mind. Get the size right from the get-go. So, sole for this, it is a thermal molded sole. You have a slight stepped heel to the back, and unlike the Tour where there's a more kind of lug sole to this, you're gonna have the molded sole, you have gripper panels on the medial side, great traction, especially in wet conditions, and this is gonna be something that's gonna be comfortable for you to walk around in all day, as well as give you enough support to ride in. On our scale of rigidity for the sole, we're going to call this a 6 out of 10. There's a definite firmness to this. There's reinforcements in the midsole for when you are on the foot pegs, but it's going to be comfortable enough that you can use this to walk around and actually tour through places once you get to where you're going. Reinforcement at the toe, and then you are going to have symmetry coming into play with shifter pads on both feet. It's going to be a TPU shifter pad to give you that extra pop of reinforcement. Obviously, you're not going to need that in the right foot, but it just carries the look through for both boots. As we move to the medial side, there is going to be a zip entry point, and you're also going to notice there's a slit that's going to be cut into this synthetic leather, and this is just a little bit of an expansion gusset to give you extra pop of comfort when you are walking around, just to make sure that it's not too much pressure on the inside there, and that is going to overlay the ankle cup on the medial side. Reinforcement at the heel, and you're going to see bellows working its way up the back of the heel for flexibility, for range of motion, pop reflectivity for safety, and then the lateral side, you are going to have TPU on top of the ankle cup just to give you extra reinforcement. If you do go down, you do slide, traditionally it's going to be in the outside of the boot, so they just popped up your reinforced ankle cup on the lateral side of this piece. Now as we zip this open, again we said zip entry point, Velcro at the top. The one thing to note, you're going to have this rain gutter on the inside of the zipper. The Gore-Tex lining goes up to just about 1.5 inches below. So the one thing to note, we hear this a lot, is make sure that if the Gore-Tex lining goes to about yay, any kind of waterproof pant, rain suit, Gore-Tex outfit that you're wearing has to go below that, otherwise you run the risk of water getting in from the top. So to make sure that you have that waterproof lining, doing its job, just make sure that whatever waterproof pants you're wearing goes down beyond that point. And like I mentioned earlier, this is also going to have that cambrel lining from SIDI, which is going to be a sweat-wicking, odor-resistant liner. And when used in conjunction with the Gore-Tex, it really does work to pull sweat away from your feet and to make sure you stay nice and dry. And that's really the story with Gore-Tex, right? Like Gore-Tex, it's going to keep you cool, or it's going to keep you dry, but it's also going to help to wick that sweat away. And then used in conjunction with that cambrel lining, you're going to get a really comfortable option as far as making sure that you're not overheating with this particular boot. So I think SIDI did a great job, considering this is coming in around that $250 price point for you touring riders out there. But there's a lot of folks out there already using SIDI, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, and you'll be able to read other rider reviews from folks that are already putting this boot through its paces. And if you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which boot is right for you, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the SIDI Gavia Gore-Tex boots. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.